Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 4. The 38, and these guys are on the move. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got...
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. That's caught. It's Williams. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wants to throw. It's Reed. Snagged out of the air. Turning on the Jets. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you can tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wingo. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looking downfield on first down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday. What an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Aggies! The defense putting points on the board.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Manning. The short hands, it's McCutcheon. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
Hey, I got to be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Pulls it in. It's Wingo. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Here's a heat. He's got it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 14, Texas 0.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break.
Get set, get set.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Longhorns need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
Easy.
Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick 6. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Off and running. Connection to the right. He's at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wingo. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Manning. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Aggie. And they turn it into a defensive score. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and we're going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air, it's Reed. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Under fire. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. First play of the drive comes from the 41. A run for the quarterback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. That's reeled in. It's Williams. On the move at the 30. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. A&M comes back out with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Coming out with it, it's Branch. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on second and long. To the air, it's Stockton. Shoots it to the left. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. To the air on first down. He uncorks one deep. Catch inside the 25. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now on second and goal. Trying to barge in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's money time. It's third and goal. You got the option. You can run the football and still be balanced. Use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. they have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Reed. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Using the quick game. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They'll go hurry up here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Reed. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Gonna look downfield again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught over the middle. It's Craver. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you
turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Stockton.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air, it's Reed. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
That's the end of the
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's dealt.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
At the 40, there he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Craver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third down, going up top. With the catch, it's Concepcion. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. On the move. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So we open the final period with a third down play. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Craver. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Texas A&M going up tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
This time he's got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll take it himself. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Aggies!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the other?
Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. RPO complete to open the drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Motion from the wideout. They want that clock to run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's McCray. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's done. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. Another critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
The Dogs getting set on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Here. Freedom.
From the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You're going to hear guys after this game say, gotta work harder, gotta be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just be being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them and doing more of them.
Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Utes will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Gets it across the 20 to the 21. Not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. He's going to take off.
Yeah, he does a real... job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. Crosses the 40. Turns it on at midfield. There he goes. He's loose. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Coming out with it, it's Gray. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the ground with the back. The Utes will move the sticks with the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Aggie. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Utes want to crank the tempo. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 20. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. The clear defensive strategy here is not to do whatever it was they did on the first play. They'll try to come up with a stop after giving up a huge gain. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To throw, it's Reed. Tight end finds a soft spot. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. There to make the tackle, and that's... Wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. Texas A&M 28, Utah 7.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Hauls it in. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Utes want to pick up the tempo.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. It's a seam wide open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. You've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense
on to running room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They'll try to pass their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Skips away from pressure. Oh, better look out! Kept it and he's past the marker. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bussey. Gets away from one, finds room. He's loose down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies!
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
A couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Bringing the heat. He's got it. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Offense set on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Oh, he found a space on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring up. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Give to the tailback. Oh, space. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Just need a few inches on third down to move the sticks on this opening drive. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit. And couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and makes the grab past the marker. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down.
There he goes! We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Bernard. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that time with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Reed. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing down the left side. Touchdown time! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Reed. Pressure coming. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his target down the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Complete to the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Running back searching for a hole. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. And here's Black, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I know as a quarterback, he's your best receiver. He's one of the best in the country, but it's going to be hard to get completions thrown his way on 3rd down into double coverage. On that one, you got to let your eyes take you somewhere else because someone else was probably open.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. It's complete to the left. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense will quickly use a timeout. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Slams it ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Caught in the backfield. It's Bernard. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that is was a perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of that.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at in the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering his shoulder to get the first down on third down.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. He's got it down the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, third down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, and sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Right through his hands. Incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. The give is to Miller. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And some room to work. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Bama! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Here comes the heat. Across the 45. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Concepcion. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They piece together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Nobody around as he makes the catch. Touchdown, Aggies! Once he got some room, it was over.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for two right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
He is in there. The two-point conversion gives them the lead. And what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. I got
all kinds of room to the right. The offense lining up for a first down play. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Not nearly as much. He'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. When you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
He got his man quickly. Turning on the Jets. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Just a short pass to the tight end. All down. Move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
This is a designed run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Immediately fires to the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dome. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy.
Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. The sure hands, it's Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Calls his own number. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their 1st drive. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. this quarterback. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. It is rare to have this kind of speed at the quarterback position. And the tough thing for a defense is even if you're right, he can make you wrong.
Same thing for an offensive coordinator, just the opposite. You might dial up the wrong play, but because of his speed, natural athletic ability, he can bail you out and go find positive yards.
The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Mateer. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Sooners.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Bunch formation for these receivers. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggie.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
And the Aggies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's good for Fighting Texas.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running behind that left side. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter.
Oklahoma 7, Texas A&M 0.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Power football with the run. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Gets it out fast. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A designed run for the quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Quarterback will keep it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Turning it on! And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Dances away to buy time. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And as he throws, he's got it. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. Try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Well, the runner paid the price on that one. Nobody blocked the middle linebacker. He came through that hole unencumbered and laid the lumber on that tackle for loss.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, Pollock. I'm running it again right here on the 1 yard.
And I think you still got 2 plays. Third down, be physical. All you got to do is fall forward, get that 1 yard.
Go straight ahead. He's not going to make it. What a job on his defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. To the air, it's Mateer. Moves away as he feels pressure. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Just enough time for one final play in this half. looking to throw on first down. It's caught downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hussey. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Bussey. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curve.
Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
Now they'll try the right side.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
I know the offense didn't make a huge play, but he does a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, buying a little bit of time, picking up some positive yards, trying to stay in positive situations and not take those negative plays. So live to fight another day.
On the move. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, going to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass, it's Reed. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Wants to keep it in the air. Rushes on him. Snagged in the middle. It's Craver. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They can get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Makes the catch, it's Gibson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to pass, it's Reed. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it! The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
The kick is on its way. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Now on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. What a complete, dominant performance from this defense. I'm sure Von Miller's watching proudly.
And Myles Garrett, I mean, just the names that A&M has had on that defense, and it's usually consistent year after year, finding a bunch of guys that are big and strong up front, linebackers that can tackle. They know how to recruit defense at A&M.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wheeler. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And this team's been very solid all across the board. And it's got to be a fun unit to coach, especially when you got cornerbacks out wide that you can just depend on. You can leave them on islands, you can vary coverages, and you see it right here. He breaks on the football, he understands where it's going, and that's such a luxury to have a guy out there that you can trust for a whole football game.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
That's caught. It's Gibson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Gotta find a completion on this one. Moving out of the pocket. And for the touchdown, the clock strikes 0, and they're down a single right now. Decision time coming.
What an unbelievable job in this kind of hostile environment. Being able to execute like that, score the touchdown with no time left on the clock, and now it's decision time. On the road, this crowd is already stunned. Do you go for 2 and go for the win?
And they'll try to win it right here with the 2-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. Wants to pass. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and they take the lead. Not all close games are